Hey.
Hey, we're recording. This is New Hampshire Regional CopBlock podcast on the fucking road in the middle of nowhere with Ethan Glover and JP Freeman.
Some fucking girl's panties. 14-year-old.
And we're looking at 14-year-old's panties on the side of the road.
Yeah, it's New Hampshire Regional CopBlock, JP Freeman and Ethan. And we are lost in the middle of fucking nowhere in the middle of New Hampshire. We have no idea where we are.
We have a GPS, but we're too good for that shit.
It's in the back seat. And it's taking us the bald-headed way. All because Ethan said, get your bald head out of the way. Okay, rerouting. Bald-headed way. How the fuck did that GPS find the bald-headed way out here? Oh, man. That's not even funny. It's funny, but it's not funny. Okay, we heard that police had a DUI stop on Main Street in Swanzey.
Shutting it down for some reason.
And we took Main Street in Swanzey, and now we've been driving for a good half an hour. And absolutely have seen no houses, no commerce of cars, or any human being whatsoever. And we were driving on a dirt road that looks like it hasn't been used, not even by a logging truck, in like a half a century. So we are lost. It's basically where we're at right now. Oh, there's a house.
Hey, look at that.
With a field about 3 miles long.
So anyways.
Wow. And we had to park to go to the restroom, and there was panties on the side of the road. In the middle of nowhere. That's a little scary. I don't want to say anything about any minors, though. Or, you know, Free State Project just might ban me from every freaking group that they have because I said I saw 14-year-old panties on the side of the road.
Whatever's left of it, anyways. Shit is falling apart.
Free Statist Project. Oh, signs. Cities.
Oh, shit. Look at that. Westport, Winchester, 7 miles. Swanzey.
Winchester's that way?
So
West Swansea's that way? What the fuck?
How does that work? Those are two opposite directions.
Westport?
1 mile. Want to see what's in Westport?
Why not? We might be in Westport. I never even heard of Westport, have you?
No.
Maybe it's like this secret society.
Could be. Maybe this is where the real Free State is. No cops down here.
Right?
I've been hearing.
Let's just hope they don't think you're one.
I've been hearing since I got down here. For years, since I've been in New Hampshire. Activism up in New Hampshire is dead. I mean, everyone that's been here. And apparently the Free State Project was crumbling. So what the fuck is left after all that is gone?
I don't know if activism is dead or not, because I've been out doing CopBlocking furiously. Thursday, Fridays, and Saturdays every single week for 3 years straight till like maybe 6 p.m. till about 3 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah. When you compare to, 5 years ago or whatever.
Oh, I know. If you see videos of like Rich Paul and those cats in Keene, I mean, you're looking at 50 plus activists out there.
Right.
Doing civil disobedience and, changing laws by doing it. It's amazing. Now you don't see any downtown. None.
It doesn't happen anymore. And the Free State Project has become a government of their own. Trying to shut down any dissent they find.
Yeah, and the thing that doesn't make sense to me about FSP is even in their groups on Facebook, they're censoring people.
Yeah. I mean, you talk about anything about them banning Ian Freeman and everything he's associated with, even closely related to that, they're deleting it. There's admins in like the Porcupines group that are board members. They're going to delete all of that shit. So to find any discussion about this, I had to search personal, like, people's walls. That's how I found out 800 people have decided not to go to Porkfest off the Facebook event.
700 people.
800.
800 people not going to Porkfest. Wow.
Yeah, from 1,300 to 500.
You know, Jessica came up here because she was so attracted to the idea of freedom and liberty, and was a, you know, FSP early mover. She is so disgusted by what has transpired just the past week.
Yeah.
All because someone has a different idea and opinion about something.
Yeah. They said something.
Didn't hurt anybody, didn't threaten anybody, didn't steal from anybody.
Hey, we're back on a road.
Oh, wow. Wow, we're way the hell over here on Route 10? Wow. How the hell did that happen?
There's no possible way to cross from East Swanzey to West Swanzey without us getting lost and ending up right back here.
How the fuck did that just happen? We went the opposite way. How did we
drove
come out?
forever.
How the hell did we come out there? So we heading towards Winchester?
No, we're heading towards Keene right now.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because the sign was saying right turn for Keene.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't see that. How the hell did we come out here? We didn't go anywhere.
But we drove for a really long time.
Wow. Wow. It's fucked up. We're back over here. Jeez.
I don't even know where we went into. Yeah, but not only is Free State Project now censoring free speech, anything that they feel uncomfortable with, but they try to claim IP on Edward Snowden's talk. They wanted to sell an exclusive to Reason and have an exclusive for themselves. Anyone else couldn't record, and Garrett got in a lot of he caught a lot of heat for that.
And Ian caught a lot of heat from prominent FSP board members. Mary Porcher, who's the wife of Jason Sorens, spoke against him and signed it specifically because she said, you know, Ian was for recording, but he didn't record. All he did was post Garrett's video.
Yeah.
Or published it or whatever.
Any little thing that goes against FSP's wishes is, you gotta ostracize, kick them out. They don't belong here. You gotta be right in line with them and whatever they want. And you said before that they were supposed to, like, the board was supposed to dissipate after 20,000 signers, right? Wasn't that supposed to happen?
I don't know. I didn't say that because I don't know.
Right.
Maybe Jess told you.
Yeah. I've heard it from other people too. Like, pretty sure there was a thing at some point. Maybe they decided not to before the 20,000.
Well, I was.
Oh, here we go. We gotta stop.
I was asked before. I was asked before. That This is JP Freeman from New Hampshire Regional CopBlock and Keene CopBlock, CopBlock.org, and we're here with Ethan. And we have a traffic stop up ahead. This is our first stop of the night because we just got lost for about 45 minutes in the middle of nowhere.
It's a good place to
Did you want
pull over.
to deploy me?
Yeah, if you want to do that, and then I'll find a place to park, maybe right across the street.
All right, yeah, drop me off real quick so he doesn't get nervous.
All right.
And I'll jump out and you can come right back. I don't have my radio on me, so
All right.
just watch out for me.
Yeah.
Go, go, go.
Alright, this is Ethan Glover with New Hampshire Regional CopBlock, and I just dropped JP off on the side of the road because I didn't see any safe place to park. This cop has somebody pulled over. I'm gonna find in a parking lot. I'm gonna find a place to get over there so we can figure out what's going on. Anything worth recording. This is our podcast live on the road. We're back online, recording again. After turn that off somehow. That was our Swanzey friend.
Yeah, the one that thinks he's getting gas at a storage center with no gas station around.
I'm just getting gas.
And the same one we bumped into the first time over on the other side of Swanzey, where he says he's checking the building even though he's facing the street in his cruiser. Yeah, he's a bright one, he is. And he claims he doesn't make any traffic stops.
Don't forget we were talking to that state cop.
Oh yeah.
Goes by like 3 times. Are you okay? Over the radio.
He calls the dispatcher over the radio and asks the state trooper's dispatcher to see if he's okay, but he drives by like 3 times without stopping. He's so concerned with the safety. Yeah, he's definitely a bright cop. Hope he doesn't investigate anything as much as a fucking stolen skateboard. He's not gonna fucking figure out how to cover his own bed. How do you put this pillowcase on? I don't know. Probably needs help to put his fucking gun belt on by his wife or something. Yeah, let me wipe your face. She licks her shirt and just wipes his corner of his mouth. You still got a little bit of mustard on you, honey.
Probably goes take a piss at the department. It comes out. I can't get a button back up.
Can someone help me?
Zipper's stuck.
I can't get my taser out of the way.
I shot myself last time. I'm scared.
I need to get gas at a storage center. What a dumbass.
There's not a lot of, there's still, even if we're doing this every week, there's still not a lot of cop blocking going on in New Hampshire.
We definitely need some. It would be funny for someone to go up to Pete Air on video. Are you a free stater? No.
Nope, it drew my support. Thanks to FSP board members. They're douchebags.
Yeah.
I think Mark Edgington, he put up a GoFundMe thing. He wants funds to start striking out his own from Free Talk Live, possibly, you know. But it's for the Edgington Post. You know what that is?
No.
It's like this clips where he basically reads off the news. And there's just so many people trying to do that where they think they're going to make money or make a podcast off of reading news.
He's got a good radio voice.
Yeah.
But
he can certainly
his
perform.
Commentary and his arguments is what got them views. Him and Ian arguing about shit all the time is what got them views. Yeah. That's what's gonna make them money. Conflict on radio, ideas and debates.
Yeah, actually,
that's what people are into.
That's fresh content. You're not just reading stuff people have already heard about. Nobody cares. You've already got information overload. People want to hear something fresh and new. I don't think they're going to hear it from Mark Edge. doing
I mean, I'm not
educated post.
I'm not a radio mogul at all. I couldn't tell you how the whole process works at all. I don't have a fucking clue. But all I know is people are usually attracted to conflict. Why do you think Bad Girls Club, which is a scripted show that thinks they're a reality show, a bunch of girls fighting all the time, gets like millions and millions and millions of views? People are just, they want to see people fight. They thrive on conflict. And that's why Ian and Mark are so good, because on the air, they sound like they want to rip each other apart. Because they aggravate each other constantly. And that's what makes good radio.
Yeah, it's true.
And people want to hear personal views on stuff, and people, how people react to those things, and that's what makes radio so good.
And it's not just personal.
Like on the CopBlock radio show, usually they're just talking about specific stories. I bring a personal touch to it, and we talk about how you react to that story. And they're like, so what do you think about that? Don't you think that cop was being a fucking douchebag by spraying him with mace? You know what I mean? I try to get an emotion going on the story, because it's talk. It's talk radio. It ain't just a reporting show. It doesn't, it's not scripted by any means.
Yeah, honestly, the reporting thing is obsolete at this point. It's so much easier to go to your phone or the internet and just you can even just get everything from headlines, because they write those specifically to know, so people know exactly what's in the story. It's not hard information to find. What is hard to find is original thought processes about what's going on in general, not necessarily specific stories, but a general idea of kind of the state of things.
Yeah.
Like we were doing this podcast, the Fucking Do It Live episode 2 or whatever the hell that was. It was we actually came up with, we were talking about the minors, and we're thinking, maybe the only weird reason some of these kids are traumatized by early sexual experiences is because that's what they've been pounded into their heads by their parents. Sex is bad, especially under this age or whatever. And then when it happens, they think they've committed a crime.
Well, this is the way I look at it, and this is coming from my Christian aspect, plus my my thoughts on freedom. Who the fuck are we, as a society, to tell a human being who is free from their first breath, okay, that they can't do something because of a restricted age?
Right.
I mean, if you go back 100 years ago, 9 and 10-year-olds were running farms by themselves while their parents are out of town for 3 to 4 weeks. Now you can't even leave a 9-year-old in a vehicle, and you're getting a child endangerment charge because you left them in the vehicle too long.
Yeah.
You're telling me you're going to tell Bella what to do? She's 11 years old. You're going to tell her what to do? Good luck with that. Okay?
Usually he wouldn't come out via phone call to the residents, spoke with both parties, and it was all reported to her to be clear.
I mean, as long as they know what real danger is and what lines they can and can't cross, but there's something so arbitrary that they're not really going to get it. It's really going to mess with their heads when they're trying to follow rules all the time that don't make sense.
Now listen,
everyone's the same way.
I'm not about, I'm 41. I know I look like I'm in my mid-20s, and I have an energy of a 20-year-old. But even if I was 21, I'm not the type that's going to, have sex with a 14-year-old.
Oh, yeah, no. That's not.
The thing is, who am I to tell a 14-year-old she can't have consensual sex, though?
Right.
I'm like, where does the freedom stop? Are we as a society, because we've been implanted with a moral compass, where we're restricting a 14-year-old from doing anything?
Yeah. And if parents want to say, you're not going to be dating, you're not going to be having sex until you're 18, that's fine with me.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, I mean,
it's not going to happen.
You can try to do that, though.
But
as long as you're not putting the fear of God into them about sex just to make them avoid it.
I think it was in Connecticut where a teacher walked in on an orgy of 13 and 14-year-olds having sex in the back room of a fucking school.
Wow.
You're not going to stop it.
Yeah.
You know? You can't expect to pump fucking hormones in fucking all the foods, all the milks, and put so many freaking preservatives and chemicals and shit, which are making fucking poor young girls have their period at 12, and expect them not to be sexually active.
Yeah.
You know?
So the subject actually...
It's a scary subject. The moral compass is set so high on people's minds, where you have these Christians involved in FSP saying, "Oh my God, that's such a bad sin. Just thinking about a 14-year-old having sex, oh my God." Get the fuck off your righteous high horse. David had fucking over 100 concubines. King David. And guess what? Not one of them were over 15 years old. Just saying.
Yeah.
They need to realize the history and realize, you know, the ages. We're the ones that set that moral compass.
It is, yeah. It's in the Free State Project is trying to set a moral compass for the entire libertarian movement. You see, this is the way you're supposed to think, and if you don't, you're fucking out. We don't want you around here. We're going to disinvite you from all the events. And currently they hold sort of, their events, especially Pork Fest, are the events to go to. Even if...
not anymore.
Yeah, not anymore.
You got 800 people backing out, and then you have prominent... Pete Eyre, dude?
Pete Eyre.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Freeman and Robert Mathias.
And Ann Leverett, and Shire dude, the guys from the Rebel Love Show.
Right.
And then you have Christopher David's friends with all of them. I wonder if he's the inventor of Arcade City, and the big Uber protester.
Yeah.
He's not going. And then you have Virgil
Van Duven,
who freaking created Cell 411. Him and his wife, they're pulling out.
Yeah.
And 700 something other people are not going to Pork Fest, and they want to remove their names from being a participant in an FSP mover altogether.
Yeah. Some people
there goes their 20
because of this.
And a lot of people are moving now. They want to resend their sign up. You know? And it's such a bad bureaucracy when it comes to a board and a president making these decisions. Yeah. And Jason Sorens, founder of FSP, the creator of the idea, messaged me, and I'll be more than happy to screen cap it, but I'm not in a habit of sharing private messages. But he said that a great deal of discussion and thought went into that decision.
Right.
I can't see how it can be a decision. You're forcibly trying to change someone's opinion because you basically disagree with them.
Yeah.
If you don't apologize for this, you're being removed from this. That is a statist in its true fucking form.
I mean, it's at the very least, the early signs of FSP wanting to form a state that goes by their perspective.
Yeah, it's basically a political party, just like Republicans and Democrats.
It's technically a private organization, but they're definitely trying to control people anywhere.
Well, look what Amanda Bolden did to us.
They're using their influence.
Look what Amanda Bolden did to us.
What's that?
About the Shire sharing thing.
What'd she do?
It was going to be happening at our house. Because just a week prior, we served 300 meals at our house. So we had the capability of doing it. And Johnson Rice, who was in charge of the Shire sharing here in Keene, was going to hand the helm over to Jessica and me, and we were going to do all the deliveries and stuff.
Yeah.
And basically, Amanda freaked the fuck out. And said, I don't want nothing to do with Keene. I'm the bossy boss, and I don't want Jessica to have nothing to do with it. All because of a butthurt. Do you know why Amanda was butthurt?
No.
Because Jessica started dating Joel Venezuela, who's another antagonistic prick, while Amanda liked him.
Wow.
And she got all butthurt over it, and apparently she's not over it.
Huh.
So a bunch of people didn't get fed because of it, and then they decided to do Rich and Maria doing it at the slap, which was a stab in the back of us because, you know, we had everything ready. We changed our schedules around. You know, we even you know, told the school that the kids aren't going to school that Friday, and you know, we changed a lot of things around to make that happen, and even forked up some of our own money. And we're never going to get compensated for that. We have a family of 6 kids to run.
Yeah.
You know? It basically fucked us, and she wanted to be a cunt about it.
And I've been critical of a lot of the things that Keene and Free Keene has done, but I would never take it to that level of trying to suppress what they're saying.
What is some of the things you disagreed with in the past?
The yelling at meter maids was fucking stupid.
Well, that's not Free Keene. That was Graham and Garrett.
Ian was a part of that.
But he wasn't yelling at them. I never seen any video of him yelling at them.
He did do the,
I seen him ask him questions, like, why are you doing this? You must feel really proud of yourself, you know, kind of...
Yeah, he doesn't ask questions, he just antagonizes a lot of times.
But he doesn't yell.
He did the ambush interview with Maggie Hassan. He was doing that same thing, where he's not reporting anything. He's just trying to get a rise out of somebody, trying to get...
Well, she's a lying bureaucratic bitch. I'd do it too. You know, I'm not saying that I'm disagreeing with you.
Right.
But
Main Street accident scene. We're heading back with their tow truck now to go back to 119 scene to pick up other pieces that are on the road.
Where was that at?
It's Swanzey.
We were just in Swanzey.
I know, but they must be talking about a different Main Street.
Certainly not that Main Street. That thing.
I wonder if it's lower Main Street Keene on the Swanzey line.
Could be. You know where that is? We can look at it.
Yeah, just go up Main Street and keep going. Goes right into Swanzey.
What, around back?
Yeah, the opposite way. We're on Main Street now. Just go the opposite way.
Okay.
It sounds like Swanzey's pretty hopping right now. Drunk drivers hitting trees. Pulled the right of them. Only bad thing about being on a podcast like this. Can't do that shit.
This must be Main Street they closed off. They said they're picking up pieces?
Yeah, Cedar or Seed Street, something like that.
Did you hear the rest of the call? They say what they're picking up?
Pieces.
Yeah.
Picking up pieces in the road. They're probably using it for evidence against the drunk driver.
Oh, there was a wreck over there.
Yeah, and he kept driving.
Okay.
And they followed the gas trail to Main Street. They blocked it off so they can collect all the evidence from him hitting something and then driving down the street.
Yeah.
And I thought they said Swanzey on the first call we heard. And then I was kind of following the story after that to, you know, to hear if they actually said a location again. Because I don't know if it was another agency walking.
Is this coming over Cheshire Radio?
Yeah, Cheshire County. Yeah,
Cheshire County.
Yeah. And you wanted to just keep going straight.
Okay.
And see, we'll cross the road into Swanzey and see if it's that Main Street.
How does this go to Swanzey?
This is the other part of Swanzey.
Oh, yeah, I see what you're saying.
The other part of Swanzey, like heading towards Fitz.
So maybe there's 2 main streets between East and West Swanzey?
Maybe.
Could be.
But this thing, I mean, I wanted to put something out there. Not many things irritate me to the point where I'm making full-fledged posts and making videos on it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I never do.
Crossed a line, huge line.
I'd never do that, and I'm so pissed. Like I want to approach them like I approach cops. You got 2 lanes here. You go either in the middle or behind this dickhead.
It's a preconception. You don't know if he's a dickhead.
Well, the truck can be a dickhead. The truck itself.
So anyways,
He could be a cop.
then he's a dickhead.
See, now he's a dickhead. If he's a cop, he's a dickhead.
Preconception, dick equals cop equals dickhead.
That is a characterization that's aggressive. Aggressive for my nuts.
Not a lot of things piss you off, etc., etc.
Yeah, and that irritated me to the point where I had to say something. And I'm not overly concerned with all this rhetoric coming from this person or that person that I've never met that says, that comes out with all the hateful type of stuff and go on personal attacks on me. Okay, Mr. Navy SEAL. Fake SEAL. Fraudulent SEAL. Say whatever the fuck you want, man. I still collect the check whether you don't believe me or not. I'm getting paid and taking care of my family either way.
I see a lot of those trolls on like Facebook groups.
Stop right now.
They
Sitting there.
really think they know. They act like they know who you are, and I never recognize the name. Like, well, who the fuck are you? I'm not going to pay attention. You're just interrupting a conversation with somebody I do know. I don't get why.
Okay, deadbeat dad with 10 kids. That's a popular one too. Nobody gives a fuck.
Yeah. Assholes on the internet looking for attention. I don't know where that comes from.
Yeah, did you see what was said on the CopBlock radio show post?
No.
Matt Schmidt popped on and be like, oh, how you like having a fake Navy SEAL, a fraud, a fake OSHA inspector, and a guy that has 20 kids and is deadbeat and doesn't support any of them. And then Severin comes on and says, oh, well, since you put it that way, I'm glad he's on, just so it can piss you off. He's dealing with that too, you know. They made groups against him.
Severin?
Yeah.
What do you do?
They just don't like him. He's got a ton of haters.
Oh, because he does CopBlock?
Yeah. He's been going through it too, and it's been taking a toll on him.
Yeah, I mean, definitely happens.
Me, I don't care.
I mean, once you turn that shit off, once you stop paying attention, and you go right back to normal.
I haven't visited the Stop Free Keene site in over a year.
I don't think I posted in over a year.
You know, I know they were at my family hearing. They're requesting the CDs and transcripts, and no matter how many times they're told that it's sealed, and that they're not getting any information, they still insist on the request. Oh, well, how do we get it? How do we file for a motion to appeal of you not saying it's sealed? You know, you're not getting it, dude. You don't get it. I have a superior court restraining order against you, and you keep following me. What does that tell the court? You're a fucking psychopath stalking little cunt bag that won't leave me the fuck alone. I'm with Matt. I'm with Matt and Scott, man. He goes, dude, they're obsessed with you. They love your dick. They want to fucking ride your cock. Since they're so obsessed with you.
Yeah, that's all. Most of what Stop Free Keene talks about is you, and they've dedicated a lot of time and energy into that. For what? What do they think they're going to accomplish?
It didn't affect me at all.
Yeah.
Except for giving me a paycheck later on.
I mean, if they want to stop libertarians from moving to New Hampshire, that's not the way to go about it. They're not doing anything.
Now, what if I do what that lawyer said?
What?
Play the fucking mental health delusional card.
Yeah, and fuck
you know, a fucking lawyer told them,
yeah,
you better fucking pray to God you're not right. That's what the lawyer told him.
Right.
I talked to the lawyer that talked to him.
Yeah.
He says, no, I told him straight out. You better pray to God that he's not some delusional psycho with a mental health disorder on a bunch of meds. Do you know how fucked you will be? Targeting someone with a mental health disorder?
Yeah.
It's illegal. So they're basically showing the public that they will attack somebody that's of lesser mind than them.
Right.
And being a bigot and discriminating against them because they have a problem.
Yeah.
Because they keep saying I'm like this delusional psycho and I'm like diagnosed with all these mental health disorders, and
they really have that problem. That'd be fucking low.
They've talked to former girlfriends and family members,
Jesus Christ.
and oh, Heather told us all about you, and she was with you for 8 years. And
can you imagine them doing that with someone who had Down syndrome or some shit? Because in their eyes, from what they're saying, that's exactly what they're doing.
Yeah. And if I go to court, right?
Yeah.
And basically play, you know, I am diagnosed with something. It's nothing like what they're saying. I'm diagnosed with obsessive compulsive disorder in response to a brain injury, a head trauma. So what? I fucking clean my windows a lot, and I wash the floor like 8 times a day, and vacuum constantly. So fucking what?
Yeah.
Oh, you're delusional, you make up stories, and you make believe you're someone you're not, and you got 5 different aliases, and blah, 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 blah. Dude, you know how many times and how many videos I said my name is Matt Phillips? I don't give a fuck if people know that my real name, my state-given name is Matthew Phillips. So what, that half of my family calls me JP? So I added Freeman to it. So what? Who the fuck cares? Nobody cares. Nobody's fucking yelling at old dirty bastard from fucking Wu-Tang Clan. Or saying, oh, Sean Combs is delusional because he calls himself Puff Daddy.
P. Diddy.
Or P. Diddy. Or Diddy.
Yeah.
You know?
So where's this main street?
We went through it already.
Well, what the fuck?
Would you spin around? We can see what that Keene cop's doing at the church.
Is he at a church?
Yeah, it's actually a church that I know. People that I know that probably wouldn't appreciate him sitting there.
Speed trapping.
Exactly. Oh, you could have just went around there.
Oh, really? Oh, I guess I can see that.
I didn't see it either.
Oh, hey, look at that.
Look at that. That's where Ideal Taxi is.
Oh, this hotel?
Yeah. It's
I've delivered.
It's Renee's mom. Renee's mom owns the hotel and the cab company.
Right. I got a lot of people living at that top place. The far right.
There's a lot of scumbags up in there. Yeah, it's the whole Stop Free Keene thing is nuts. And I've never been a Free Keene blogger. I never did much with them.
Right, yeah.
I went to the first time I even heard of Stop Free Keene is I went to my first Social Sunday, and Matt Schmidt was parked across the street with his lights on from McHugh's, in his car with his lights on.
Spying on the Free Staters.
He was sitting there in his gray in his gray Volvo, and then I walked up to him with my camera to ask him why he was sitting there just staring at us. He leaves and comes back in his blue Volvo and did the same thing in his second car.
Wow.
Which is very bizarre behavior.
How stupid does he think everyone in there is?
So I go up to him and you know, he never seen or heard of me before, and you know, I said, why are you here, man? Let's talk. And he almost hit me. Sped up and almost hit me.
Oh, wow.
And then he took off. There's actually a video of that.
A hateful little group.
And then when all this shit went down with Heather, and I broke up with Heather and I found her cheating and all the whole bit, I moved in at Dale's house. Not Dale, Dane. And he was going by with his bullhorn and his horn, and he woke up Runer at like 11:30 at night one night, and I got fucking ripping mad because she's 6 months old.
Yeah.
At that point, I'm like, you motherfucker.
I And what's he think this is going to do?
And I got the restraining order. And then during the restraining order, he comes halfway in the street and then threatens me with a wrench.
Yeah.
And
that
that's,
one I remember.
And that's the second hearing. And now he's convinced that there is no more restraining order because it wasn't an extension filed. And the last orders was, it's still in full effect.
Sure.
That was the last orders. I filed a motion of clarification / extension. And I haven't heard back from that motion yet in Superior Court. So we'll find out, and I have all the things shown in the court that he's tried to contact me, and he's come on my pages, and he's harassing me again. He's beeping the horns at the CAC once again, beeping the horns by my house.
He's doing that now?
Yeah. He's doing it all over again.
Because he thinks the restraining order's out.
He's convinced.
Jesus.
Because his wife convinced him there's no more restraining order.
Wow.
His wife runs that guy's mind.
So he's just been sitting there waiting for that thing to run up so he could go blow his horn for no reason.
Yeah. And he's yelling out the window, get a job, when I'm on the side of the street, fucking all like sweaty and dirty, and cutting down trees up on Washington Street. I worked a 13-hour day that day. And he's saying, then get a job.
Idiot.
Fucking 98-degree heat.
This dude dumb
Yeah,
as
let's
fuck.
see you do that, motherfucker.
Does he have a job? He seems to have a lot of time to go around honking his horn.
Oh yeah, and he's showing up at every family hearing I had.
Yeah.
And even the judge asked, like, one of the first couple times they were there, he's like, you guys aren't party of the case, why are you here? Oh, we were invited by Heather. No, they weren't.
Wow.
They were not invited by Heather. During cross-examination, I asked her, I'm like, did you invite members of the hate group Stop Free Keene to this hearing? And then she's like, I have no knowledge of anything about Stop Free Keene. They're all behind you chit-chatting with you. You just perjurized yourself in court.
I actually spent a lot of time trying to get one of those guys to actually have a sit-down on camera talk. And they were so stupid.
Oh, right there, the Swanzey cop.
Oh, yeah.
Right there. See him?
Sitting there, yeah, I saw him.
225.
These are stupid, hateful, violent people. And anyone that wants to suggest otherwise, talk to them yourself.
Well, you can't talk to somebody that hateful. They're hateful and hurtful.
Yeah.
You know, they don't.
I mean, there's something wrong with every one of those motherfuckers.
It's really bad.
Yeah, I'm not exaggerating. I'm kidding. Like, these are. It's a hate group. That's what it is.
They're so bad to the point where I'm not gonna go talk to see what the hell he's doing.
Yeah, well, I guess we could do that.
Or we can go check out with what the Keene guy's doing.
Yeah,
which is just up ahead.
Do the Keene dude.
And
So at least this guy's properly. Is that church private property?
Yeah.
Yeah, that everyone's on the side of the road. Hard to bother him about that.
Well, he was in someone's driveway.
Was he?
Yeah.
Oh man, that makes the decision so much harder. All right, we're here anyways. Where's that at? Right up here?
It's a little further to the left. I don't see him there anymore, but I'm not at that bend where I can see into the parking lot just yet. It's right on the other side of that sign is where he was sitting.
Let us see. Oh, that's a sneaky little trick. Can
park
hide behind a sign?
Yeah, he was right here.
Oh, so he's
but I don't see him anymore.
We can
swing around and we'll see what the fuck that other dude's doing.
We've got options here.
Got options.
Options. I know, I actually did check the Stop Free Keene Facebook page when the shit was going down with Ian.
Yeah.
And celebrating hard like they've Like they've accomplished something?
They won.
That's not really... Because even if the FSP board were to go away, and maybe it should have a long time ago, that doesn't mean people aren't going to move here, that they don't realize there's like-minded people in New Hampshire. There's actually potential to make a difference.
If you look at their lifestyles and see how bad they look, dude,
oh yeah,
you're gonna like, what the fuck do these guys eat? What do they do? Like they look bad, especially Andrea Parker's Wickham. She looks like she crawled out of a fucking sewer, and she has 3 different phases of diabetes. You know?
Yeah.
And then Ed Lake is a fat old fuck that's probably my age, but he looks like he's 60.
Yeah.
And then you have...
That's probably why they're all pissed off so much. They got neural networks. Their brains are all fucked up.
It looks like he moved. He must have seen us.
Oh, the Swanzey cop?
Yeah.
He was down here a little ways, right?
Oh, I thought he was right there in that driveway. We'll go further and see.
Before, I think it was before that.
I think it was right after.
Oh, it may have been. No, because when I went through the roundabout, you thought I was going all the way around.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, so he's up here a little bit, maybe.
Swerved a bit.
Swerved a bit. Saw you swerve a bit, sir. This might be... No. I know he was clocking.
Yeah, he's still there. Right there.
Okay.
If you want to swing around and... I think there's a second driveway in here. Right there.
Yep.
You see it? No, you're going on the grass! You get so nervous with cops around.
No, it's hard to see when I don't know the place.
It's black tar. He's gonna fucking take off on us like a little bitch.
Probably.
Like a little bitch with a left jock itch, and I have a stitch, 'cause you're a bitch.
Stop this copper.
Flashlight. Where's my flashlight?
I got a flashlight.
I got a big ass
I can keep you lit up.
I got a cop flashlight. 1400
You beat people with that thing.
Wait for us to get right on.
Yeah. After we look at black.
I wonder if it's the same guy, if he's getting gas, or if he's checking his eyes for holes.
Check.
Yeah. Why?
What's that?
I thought it was JP was coming this way.
3385.
What's on?
Doing all right. How about you?
Who are you?
Good, how are you?
Staying out of trouble?
Much as I can to you. Cold out here tonight, isn't it?
No, it's not so bad.
We've been out worse.
Well, maybe because of your money.
You guys just have a DUI wreck somewhere?
Ring.
Oh, it was in Ringe?
Oh, Ringe.
No shit.
Apparently
Fa-
hit something and then guardrails or something. And
Followed the trail?
apparently they did, yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
Wow.
It's crazy.
Is it all cleaned up by now?
I think they got the guy who they arrested at the PD, and then 2 other units were back at the record to pick up the rest of the junk that was in the road.
Yeah.
Did he actually make it home?
Nah, he was in the middle of the road, apparently stopped. Somebody called him in because the car was in the middle of the road because it didn't go any further.
Wow.
And he was too inebriated to walk?
Apparently, I guess.
Jesus
I don't know.
Christ. Wow.
So I understand you guys are venturing out of the city.
Oh, we've been all over. We've been in Tilton, Littleton.
What the hell's in Tilton?
There's a lot of shit in Tilton. Yeah.
I didn't realize that. How big's Tilton?
You got the Tilton outlets up there.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Got Charleston and Claremont up in that area.
Yeah, we were in Lebanon and White River and Upper Valley last
We
week.
went into Vermont.
Oh yeah, we going both. Yeah, we did Brattleboro today.
How was Brattleboro?
It was alright. We were doing an internal, well, kind of investigative reporting thing there, not necessarily cop blocking. We went to the PD and requested some records on a brutality case.
How long ago was that?
What's that?
How long ago was that?
It was today.
No, I mean the brutality thing.
Oh, a week and a half ago.
Really?
Yeah, 2 weeks
In the
ago.
paper, I didn't even see it.
No, it was a complaint that came through our website
Oh,
of a cop misuse of authority type deal.
Unfortunately, it happens.
Yeah.
All too often.
I haven't seen you since the fair, right?
Nah,
Or 2
well,
years ago?
No, you saw me
At the
back
school.
At the college. Freaking. No, you were at the college. I was with Christina from TPD.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That's good then.
Yeah. Yeah, you're doing details, right?
Yeah, we were going to detail back then.
Yeah, well, you were on the corner of Wilson and Blake.
Davis and all through there. He followed us for a little while.
Well, I'm all over on my bike.
We didn't have shit going on, so.
Yeah, because you guys are showing up with 13 cops out of noise complaint, and they lost 186 students in transfers this year.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, all because of the police presence. Can't be showing up with a bunch of 21-year-olds trying to have fun at 10 o'clock at night with 13 cops for a noise complaint, man.
Like I told you, I'm there for the money.
Yeah, the college paid for extra details for the first 4 weeks.
I think it was the first 4 weeks.
Yep. I was a little concerned with the state troopers walking around with Keene PD with no reflective vests on, man. I thought they were gonna get fucking run over.
Especially the way they drive down through Winchester.
Oh, I know. You have like this little short cop, Trooper Ray. She's like 4'5",
Right.
and she's
Pounds.
dark and she's dark, wearing dark clothing. And this college kid came flying around the corner and took her right out. I'm like, hey, you guys are supposed to be wearing reflective gear and reflective coats, man. What are you doing? I really thought she was gonna get hurt. For the most part, I get along with most of the Keene police, but I will target at least 3 because I think 3 of them should be in jail.
Nothing going on there tonight either. It's been quiet on the radio. Well, you probably have a radio.
Yep, we have a radio.
Yeah. And we haven't had shit either.
Seems like, I mean, we go up there like 2 in the morning and you see like 5 cops right off.
Who's your officer that patrols over where the Humane Society is? He's always in that area like Thursday, Friday nights. He's not the brightest cat in the world, man.
Is that the one from last week?
We've seen him a few times.
We bumped into him a few. The first time was at
Fisher.
I'll have to look at the video to see his name, but he was at the fairgrounds one day facing this way towards the street, and I'm like, oh, what are you guys doing? He goes, I'm checking the building. I'm like, well, that's funny, you're facing the road. And then the second time he was at Keene Cycle, where the
Full Throttle, you mean?
It used to be Keene Cycle. They moved. When they moved, they changed the name. Right next to the storage units over there.
Yep.
He was there, and I was like, oh, what you doing tonight? He goes, oh, I'm getting gas. I'm like, you understand you're not at a gas station, right? And then last week we're talking to a trooper at Nick's parking lot.
Yeah, no, I saw you. I drove by.
Yeah? Oh, was it you that called in the dispatch to see if he was okay?
I just wanted to make sure you guys weren't giving him a hard time. Freaking if you wanted to come back, I'd come back. Good.
We thought it was funny because I'm like, wow. I'm like, he's calling in the dispatch, but he drives by you 3 times. He must not be
sick. And I called and came back around. The other guy, he drove by.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And then not whether I was afraid you were going to do anything, but I figured if you were sitting there freaking, why shouldn't he get all the fun? So I was going to come back. I saw you guys sitting there when I drove by, and I'm like, I know who it is. No sense in stopping. Unless you wanted to talk.
Yeah, no, I had a good conversation with you and Keene that night.
I could care less, freaking whatever, freaking. You know, the way I look at it, I'm not going to do anything I shouldn't do. If you want to film, have at it.
Exactly.
You know, I'll be honest, you're all got nice freaking reflective clothing, so as long as you're not in the road and don't get hit, I'm happy, because you get hit, then I got to do shit. So I just don't want you getting hurt.
Yeah, did you see any of the most recent videos on New Hampshire Regional CopBlock YouTube?
I haven't gone online forever, freaking.
Yeah, we've had a couple run-ins with state police, bad interactions.
Where was that at?
The first one was in Henniker on Route 9, right before 202.
Was that Troop D over there?
I think so. Yeah, it was Trooper Murdoch. Actually, we got a massive complaint in play, and they accepted the complaint. There's an internal investigation on it. He basically were preventing us from videotaping his traffic stop, which is a big no-no. And then, of course,
I'll be honest, I went over there. The other guy called me and told me, I went over there trying to find a car stop. I was like, I can't find anybody to even stop.
Yeah. Yeah, and then the second one was on the line of Charlestown and Claremont, and he got pulled over.
So that should be Troop C, right?
Yep. It was Matthew Morrell that pulled us over.
I don't know him either. I don't know many of the troopers from Steve.
Yeah. I like the two officers that specifically do the domestic violence cases throughout the region. Sergeant DeLegge and his buddy there.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember my ex tried to get a DVP on me, and he was like, "This is bullshit. There's no way she's afraid of you. That bitch will beat your ass." That's what he said to me. And the judge, of course, turned it down. That was a bad breakup, though. Yeah, when I went up to grab my stuff, because it you know, even though the DVP didn't go through, I said, I'm not going to stay and have fighting going on with our kids there, you know what I mean? Yeah, well, with the kids being there, I cannot see me and her fighting in front of the children, you know? So I chose to go and leave, and he actually, him and the other trooper actually helped me carry out a bunch of shit. I really appreciated that. I'm not too fond of what he found in the house, in her possession. That's still an issue. He found all kinds of stolen pill bottles from Rite Aid and all kinds.
It is an issue, though.
Well, pills are huge, man, and it puts the painkillers put people in a bad position because they're usually on it for a real good reason, like their back gets thrown out or their knee gets blown out, and they just can't come off of it.
Well, I think the doctors prescribe it, and then they know it's not going to friggin', you know, then they're going to take them off of it cold turkey, and then what do they go to?
Yeah.
The terrible thing.
Yeah.
Either stealing pills or friggin' doing heroin.
Yeah. And because they can't get the pills, they go on heroin, and then when they try to get off of heroin, they get hooked on Suboxone.
Right.
It's a vicious circle, and then when that happens, they're going back and forth, and then you read them in the obituary.
Right. You know, I hate the fact that friggin' the methadone clinic, like the one down on 10.
Oh yeah, in Winchester.
Yeah, it's for profit, and so why would they want anybody to get off?
Right.
They're gonna give them just enough to friggin' keep them coming back.
Yeah, it makes no sense. It's just a bad drug, and heroin's just horrible. That's one of the things I don't agree with. One of many reasons why I don't agree with the Free State
I
is.
just read a thing too that apparently they just getting it up there Claremont way with the fentanyl in it. People are starting to overdose.
That's why there's been stadies roaming those streets on daily. We saw like what 3 one night over and over and over,
Right.
patrolling Claremont, and I think it's because of the drugs. Hey, do they still have that the pool table place up here?
I mean, you go the next exit up, the next one, and it's around the backside.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're open. Actually, they're probably getting ready to close about midnight.
Oh, no kidding.
But
Yeah, I didn't realize.
because you can bring your own beer in there.
Oh, really?
You don't need to have a license if you bring your own.
Huh.
So as long as they don't sell it.
Yeah, I went there once with my ex, and they actually sold a lot of the microwavable frozen foods in
Oh,
it.
really?
Yeah, so I'm like, oh wow, you can get DiGiorno pizza, and you know.
They've been there for a while. It's a husband wife. Actually, it's a long ass name that owns the place. His parents used to own it.
Greek, probably.
Yeah, oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Nice people though.
Yeah, they usually they were pretty nice when we went in there. Yeah, it's definitely pretty dead for a Friday night.
I know. I'm surprised. And even last night. You guys out last night?
No, we usually go on Thursdays,
Yeah.
but last night we didn't.
For St. Patrick's Day, there was absolutely nothing.
Really?
It's crazy. Freaking, I'm like,
Wow.
I figured for sure. I driven by Waxy's earlier in the day, and the place was absolutely packed. I'm like, there's got to be something ugly from that place. They didn't get anything.
Yeah. Everybody's been getting hit with this 10, 11-day flu, too.
Yeah.
A lot of people have been sick. Hundreds. When I went to the hospital to go on antibiotics, because I had it.
You sounded still a little congested.
Yeah, I got hit with right after the flu, I got hit with a double ear infection, strep, and a sinus infection, and a chest infection, dude. I got fucking wrecked. I couldn't even walk, man. But when I went to the hospital, they said it's some weird super strain of the flu. It's been like the senior citizens have died, like 3 or 4 cases have died because my temp at one time, the highest it got was like 103.8.
Yeah, that's very high for an adult. For a kid, it's nothing, but
Yeah, they said you're in rough shape.
Did they make you pump fluids and everything?
No, they didn't IV me at all. They gave me a Agmatin, a really strong dose.
Is that like a bigger version of amoxicillin or whatever?
I think it's like 3 in 1. I think it's like 3 antibiotics in it. I'm not sure. I'm not a doctor. I don't know what the hell's in it. All I know is it killed the sinus infection, ear infection, and the strep in like 24 hours. It was gone.
Wow. Now you're probably sterile.
Yeah. I want to be. I got plenty of kids, man.
There you go. And unfortunately, they only cost money.
Yeah. Well, with my new wife, I ended up picking
you have a new
up.
wife? I didn't know you got married.
Yeah, I got married last summer.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah. She's got 4, and I got 2. So most of the week I have 6.
Hold on. He's calling me something. Come back. I gotta go, guys.
All right. Hey, you guys go through Cheshire County Dispatch?
Yep.
All right, man. Have a good night. Be safe.
Yeah, stay warm out there, dude.
Yep. Did you say my name off the bat? Hey, JP. Did he?
Yeah, he did. Because when I said something, he's like, no, I was talking to JP.
Oh. It's really sad. I mean, it's really hard to have a personal level with them because when you see them doing something wrong and you've been having a good rapport with them for so long,
Yeah.
you know, I'm not discriminatory, man. I fucking jump right down their throat like I hate them, you know?
Right.
And they get thrown off. They think I'm gonna be nice to them. I'm like, you just slapped a fucking 12-year-old fucking kid in the face. You're a fucking scumbag. And they're like, oh, I thought we were friends.
So you want to... I'm going to cut this recording off.
Alright.
Figure that's good enough. Yeah, this clip.
We had some good topic.
Yeah, I think that works.